Oh, excuse me, Detective Hollywood.
Yes. Well, looks like I know where I need to place my next order. Gone too soon. Little fella was gonna write his whole life out. I know you're bottling it up. Spill.
I never leak a thing.
You're flat out lying. You're telling me you don't know what happened to this?
You're tearing me apart.
Wait.
Excuse me, Detective Hollywood.
Yes. Oh my god. Yes, 1 second. It was me all along. I know just the place I need to be.
Oh, excuse me, Detective Hollywood.
Yes. Well, looks like I know where I need to place my next order. Gone too soon. Little fella was gonna write his whole life out. I know you're bottling it up. Spill.
I never leak a thing.
You're flat out lying. You're telling me you don't know what happened to this?
You're tearing me apart.
Wait.
Excuse me,
Yo, what is going on? Happy Friday. We're coming at you live from downtown Chicago here at Atlas Stationers for our monthly Experience Pen Sale. We're so grateful to have you here. We've got a wonderful lineup of fine writing instruments on display for sale at up to 60% off. So this claim sale for the Experience Pen Sale is taking place over in our Discord server. So make sure you click the link in our bio to join our Discord. That is where all of the claiming will happen. Our YouTube stream here is simply just for a behind the scenes look, and so you can chat live with other participants. As please do not chat in our Discord server unless stated otherwise, so we can keep the ball rolling. We have about 50 pens that we'll be listing today. And then we have about, I don't know, like a good amount of NEXY Boxes, which will launch through our website near the end of the live stream. So make sure you stay tuned. We'll then drop the link when those NEXY Boxes are available in our Discord server, and it's first come, first serve. You'll check out through our website with that link. If you win a claim today, be sure that you directly message our customer service account on Discord at info@atlas. You'll send them your name, your email associated with your Atlas account on our website, as well as the items that you claimed. Now, I have my nice list here, and I do write down all of the winners so no one pulls a quick one on us, because we cross-check to make sure that we have the correct person receiving the correct pen. Make sure that you follow the rules of the Discord Experience Pen Sale. We have our two moderators here, Tanya and Lucas, who will be assisting. So make sure you listen to them. Their names appear in green. All right, without further ado, I think we're good. I think we are good. All right, let me just get the chat ready. Listing number 1. I got my Excel sheet pulled up. We're gonna be starting off strong with one of our past special editions that you cannot find. We'll of course be displaying the chat and the pen itself on camera here for YouTube. Get that pulled up, let me get the chat. All right, let's get it. Listing number 1. This is the Nautilus Turquoise Dream. I'm not even sure how we found another one of these, but this pen is so sweet. Like, you can't get this anywhere. That's why the price is full price, because this you can't buy from us anymore. So we did this one, I think, last year or 2 years ago. We had a really fun run of Nautiluses in exclusive colors. And we're working on 2 more, actually. So we have more in the works. Good luck, all. All right, we got Aaron. GZ starting off strong. Next up, we've got another exclusive. This is the Leonardo Jonathan Brooks called the J. Brooks Teal, an exclusive we did. Actually, let me take a photo. Speaking of Leonardo, we actually have Salvatore, the owner of the brand, flying in from Italy to join us tomorrow in store for a big Leonardo pop-up. We have a ton of inventory that just came in for the event. And then they're also bringing some special editions that we'll be displaying in store. Now, many of you have announced that you're interested in some of those said special editions. I'm gonna work with them to try to absorb the inventory so then we can sell it online, but there's no guarantee, so just please be patient. They are reserved for in-store customers because we want to take care of the pop-up event first, and then we'll try to open it up. Laura, there's a million Lauras, so let me make sure I claim the right one, or tag the right one. And also, welcome to those of you who just finished watching the premiere of our podcast. We just dropped episode 3 at 9 a.m., so it should have just finished premiering. So big shout out to all of you who watched that. Brian and I have been having a ton of fun filming those, and we're curious to know how you guys have been enjoying it. So a full day packed of Atlas content. Starting off with that premiere, now the Experience pen sale, and now you can still go back and watch episode 3. It's just will no longer be a live premiere with live comments, but we hope you guys will check it out. Our team's been putting in a lot of work to produce these alongside many other YouTube videos, more longer form content. And so we really appreciate your support, and don't forget to subscribe while you're here. Laura on a roll. This was the Pen Lux. Okay, now we have, I'm pretty certain this one is new. Like as in not used, but this is that new Stipula. Beautiful, beautiful color. Oh wait, photo. Sorry guys, I haven't done this in a month. I gotta get in the groove. Beautiful pen. We'll of course do an intermission. Oh, hold on, this is the wrong listing. Holy cow. We'll do an intermission somewhere near around the 25 mark. That way you guys can all chat, take a breather. And then we'll do one more intermission before the NEXY Boxes go live. Let me catch up on some comments here. I did not get a chance to even say hello to any of you. To those whose wallets are about to die, we salute you. Looking at my nice pens right now to remind me I don't need more, yet here I am. Our C. Next up, we have a Conklin 1898 primary manipulation 5.0. This one, the grip section, it just needs to be glued. So the grip section is indeed loose. So just to give you an idea. And just a reminder that all of these should have the warranty still. If it's something that's like crazy broken, and I don't think the warranty will apply, well, we do our best not to include those in the sale, but I'll specifically note if I think you'll have trouble with the warranty, because I don't want to sell you a broken product that you can't fix. You know what I mean? I'm not necessarily committed to any today, but sometimes it still doesn't stop me. Got my Lunchable ready, let's go. Not really planning on anything, but you never know. Same, but that NEXY box. Yeah, we have a $1,000 NEXY box that we're gonna drop today. Isn't that crazy? We got Sailing, Sailingle. Next up, we have the Ocean Frost. This one is another Conklin 1898. Beautiful pen. Ready for action, coffee chat. Very cool. You guys stay caffeinated. He tends to start a little late. Who is that? Who's calling me out on YouTube here? Dare to Dream Creations. We run on Hollywood time. I gotta be honest, the only reason why this one started later was because of the fact that we were doing the practice claims and there were so many strikes. There were so many strikes. So it's like, that wasn't my fault. All right, we've got the Pelican M205. Where are we at here? All right, perfect. This one we're gonna run at 145. Is there a pen list that I thought I read that somewhere? Tukey, yes, it's pinned in the Discord chat on this channel. The Kingfisher was claimed, but I grabbed another one. Don't tell anyone, I grabbed another one for you guys. Is this month there are 110, 285, and 1,000? Yes. Yeah, so those are the 3 tiers. JD, you're so right. Atlas employees get first claim. Yes, we always give our team the first shot at these. Usually either the night before, like the evening before, or the morning of. That's why sometimes you'll see a listing removed. All right, next up we got a big boy. A lot of big boys coming up, actually. We got the M600, Pelican M600. Lucas, if you're watching this, which I imagine you are watching the stream, I just got a notification that there's a ton of people joining the server. Are we all good? When Discord spots a high amount of new people joining the server, they require you to like approve of it just to make sure you're not being spammed. But this happens somewhat frequently during EXP sales because so many people are trying to join. So it's just like checking to make sure they're not bots. Resolved it, perfect. Thank you. Only Hollywood would open for himself. Podcast opening for EXP sale. Hey, that's good. That's good. I like that. Vincent with the first strike. Perfect. Thank you, Tanya. Here we go, rerun. Yeah, I don't know if I should spill the news, but Tanya was actually eyeing a pen. Tanya, I don't know if you want to share, but Tanya's going after a good one that we're gonna make sure she gets. Oop. All right. I wish I could convince someone to go to Alice tomorrow for me. I really love one of those Leos. Yeah, I'm sorry. I know it's been a hot topic. People have been DMing us asking like, well, what if I send a friend or can you ship? And you can send a friend. The purchaser just has to be in store and then you have to figure out how to get it from your friend. Otherwise, what we'll do is we'll eventually open up, assuming they let us keep the inventory, open it up on our website. All right. You know, if you delete your messages, we can see. Just want to let you guys know. We can see if you delete your messages. Larry. Next up, we got a Pelican M805. This is the black with silver trim. Oh, wait, put it there. Retail $925, sale $600. LOL, I don't mean it bad, Hollywood. I know. I think that's so funny though. We are on my time. Literally, we never start on time. That's like with any content that we do. Our live streams, we're like always 5-10 minutes late. EXP sale, we're always a few minutes late. So it's like, it's valid. I'm not gonna lie, it's valid. Who won the practice claim? I don't know. I wasn't really selling that though, Flying Blue. You're talking about for the water bottle? I listed it as my DNA. You're trying to get your hands on my DNA, aren't you? You're gonna try to frame me for a crime, huh? All right, we're gonna drop this price to 500. There you go, L. Perfect. Next up, we got the Waterman Exception. These pens are so underrated. Note came back saying blemish on the material, on the lacquer. I was looking and like it's not super noticeable. So I just wrote blemished, you know. Sometimes when the stuff comes back, you know, is there really a defect? It's like, I don't know. I talk about fountain pens at work every day with my coworker, or while my coworker's eyes glaze over. I'm planning on going over for the sidewalk sale this year. I'm really excited. Nice. Yeah, sidewalk sale, August 13th and 14th. We're working on a huge vendor list, which is phenomenal. The podcast has been great. Well, thank you. So sad I can't be on the site. To be honest, I don't think we would launch the Leonardos tomorrow if we're able to. It'd either be like tomorrow late or it would be like probably Monday, because we would need time to add the listings, just so you know. I don't know. Regardless, though, we always let Discord know first. Next up, we have the Opera Collection Karen. This is like their most expensive Karen out there from their new collection. Sorry, I'm catching up on comments. I'm literally all over the place. I'm bouncing back and forth. It's understandable that it's in-store only. You just need to open more stores across the country. I like how that's the solution. JD, that's the solution. It's just, we need to open more stores. I love it. Where should we open up a store? I mean, the list is just endless on where you guys want us to open. We're supposed to open a store in at least like 200 different locations. Diplomat Viper. Reports of a scratchy nib. Me, a beginner, just happy to be here. Nice, welcome. I got the pen, very excited. Nice job, JD. You're gonna love that one. Massachusetts. Either that or I need a teleport. Dallas, Boston. Open a store in Canada. Seconding the Massachusetts request. Cedar. A lot of new names in here, which is really cool. All right, we're already 1/4 of the way done. We're moving quickly. I just want to check these comments here because I've been so far behind. So you got a couple of seconds to chat in Discord. Wow, we're gonna be done in less than 90 minutes today. Good observation. Yeah, I think this is what I want to start doing is with the EXP sale. They were running like 3 hours and it's a lot. Like there's a sweet spot of all of our attention span. And so when I have like 100 listings, it just became a lot. Like it was a marathon. But what I'm thinking is I'm going to start trying to limit it to 50 pens. You know, one full case like this. You know, like one full side. And then I'm just gonna NEXY box the rest. Because also I think with the NEXY boxes, we're able to make them more accessible, make the winnings more accessible to more people. Because I'm able to put like a $150 pen, $200 pen in like a $110 NEXY box. And if I do it like 50 times, it gives more people a chance to win something. Because when it comes to the EXP sale, there's latency, right? So some people might have a better connection and they might win more individually. So I don't mean to punish those people, but I want more people to have a chance to win something. So that's my reasoning. All right, let me switch this back. Pull up the YouTube chat here. Boom, boom. We were getting our strikes early out of the way. I know, I agree. Was there an arrow on the list? Yes, there's the arrow flame. San Francisco needs a store. Oak Brook, nice. Hey, Oak Brook, you're kind of close to us. Okay. That's a good call, in and out. It was a long process, but a lot of fun. I'm hoping for an all washi and sticker NEXY box. Maybe we can theme some. We really need something in Central Virginia. There's no storefront out there. You know what? I think we need something in like every city. Here we go. Baynou, Dragon's Blood. Oh gosh, this one's gonna be hard. All right, that'll work. That'll do. Reports of leakage. Salt Lake, Los Angeles. It's a long list of places, huh? Ooh, snow quilter strike. Strike. Holy cow, nearly 200 of you watching right now. That's cool. Oh my gosh, 420 people participating right now in the actual Discord server. The Iron Maiden for you. I knew I should have I should have practiced. Do you guys test the pens before putting them in the EXP sale? No. We look at them though. It'd be, in order to check 50 plus pens, plus like we normally do a couple hundred NEXY boxes, in order to check all that, it'd be way too difficult, too time consuming. But what we do is like when a customer returns a product, they have to give us a reason. And so then we note it. And then I'll put it, if it's like a scratchy nib or tines too tight, I'll actually list it in the description. There you go. This one's the Aurora Optima. Let me get a photo. We used to test them all when there was only like 20 listings, but over the past few years, the business has scaled so much. So even though like, you know, technically, yes, there's a lot of returns, the total amount of orders has just skyrocketed. And then that same return percentage as it was, you know, when we had 20 returns to those orders, it remains the same. So when the volume increases of orders, so will naturally the returns, even though the relationship in terms of percentage will remain the same. But point is, it's just, you know, there are times where, you know, I had like 300 pens that I had to try to sort through. So I want one on the north side so I don't have to pay for downtown parking. Nice. You guys need a Nibmeister on site, fix problems, provide custom grinds. I hear you on that, Robert. I mean, I think having a Nibmeister would be great. My only thing is our volume is so high, and I mean that like in a humble way. Our volume is so high that we just simply wouldn't be able to check all the pens. You know, we're shipping out hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of orders every day. We're averaging like 300 plus people in the shop every day as well. It just, as much as we would obviously love to have a resident Nibmeister, we would need like 10 of them. You know what I mean? So what would be great is if all the manufacturers dip tested their nibs prior. Oops. Thanks, Tanya. What happened here? I mixed it up. Sorry. I think a team member might have swapped these. Okay, I fixed it. All right, I swear, maybe that was me. I mean, I'll take the blame, extreme ownership, but I swear every time our team members look at the pens, they always pick multiple up and switch them, and it throws me off. So that's my bad. Actually, you know what? That was me. I see I jumped ahead in the listing, so there you go. That's the Rosso, not Koi. I thought the Koi was orange. It's a good catch. Is that the Koi? All right, my bad, you guys. My bad. Sheesh. I trip up. The big one. Another one. Let me take a photo. Shoot. The big one, are you watching the stream right now? Are you watching the stream? It'd be really cool to go there for nib grinding. All right, the big one. I made a mistake. And jump. I mixed up the nibs. Hold on. Okay. I gotta resolve this. Hold on. I accidentally took photos of the wrong one. And they're different finishes. The big one. Okay, let me just make sure they're good. I accidentally flipped them, so I just want to make sure. Hollywood is trying to get 3 strikes in one listing in 3 different ways. Hey, chill. There's room for a resident nibmeister, I bet, like full-time employee. I hear ya. The thing is that when you have a nibmeister, let's say they're tuning every nib, right? That might not be what the stock nib is supposed to represent. So although let's say it's the smoothest flowing pen, you know, let's say you're getting like a platinum or a sailor, right, that has a little bit of feedback, and then you have a nibmeister tune it, and then it's like really smooth. But then the next order doesn't get that same service, and they get the stock nib. We're technically sending out 2 different products, if you will, and one of them might not be like the accurate representation. So that is more so also like where I'm coming from, in the sense that outside of the volume, altering the initial product and how it's intended might be challenging. Okay. All right, we're moving on. Now the Rosso. Nibmeister, not for every nib, but as an add-on service for customers. I totally hear you. I think our volume is too high. In order to implement something like that outside of events, I can't see how we would do it logistically. Not to say we won't ever do it, but I think that it would just be really challenging for us. But it's a great idea though, nonetheless. All right, this one's the Rosso. You need a second location near my house, walking distance, preferably northwest side of Chicago. Maybe we'll just put a shop in your building. A lot of people use nibworking instead because a lot don't see themselves as masters, and nibmeisters is a gender term. Yeah, nib working, nibsmiths. I like the term nibsmith. Nib mistress, some of us can afford the upgrade. Nib worker, fascinating, big today I learned moment about what? Oh, like lingo? Wow, no takers on this. Hollywood's trying to get 3, so we already saw that. Don't tune every nib, just offer it as a value-added service, only on a customer request. You'd have like 3 to 4 people for the volume they do. Yeah, it would be for sure a big investment. So I'm not saying it won't ever happen, but because I also know, you know, the events, we don't have nibsmiths here that often. But I know the slots fill up so fast, so it's kind of hard to, we gotta nibble it now. It's kind of hard to like get in on like, you know, 1 or 2 days of the year. So I know we need to figure out how to make it more accessible, like maybe more frequent events. Slight misalignment is said to be on this one. But yeah, this is a great conversation. I mean, you guys know I'll be honest with you. Like, we love ideas. And you know, Hollywood doesn't lie. He just tells jokes. So what's the problem with 3 or 4? You know, having people work here is not free. So I'll start with that. And I'm not even sure that there's 3 or 4 people who work on nibs in a professional manner in the area, let alone like 1. I'm not even sure if there's 1. You know, it's a really rare trade. I mean, what they do is just, it's insane. It's not easy. So requires a lot of patience and a lot of experience. Next up, we got the SD, Botanical Gardens. Nib Hard Starts. A class for nibsmithing would be amazing in store offering. That's cool. I kind of want to learn how to nibsmith. I like that idea. I think that's a very cool idea. Yeah. Guess while we're on the question topic, any other questions? You know, that's what our podcast is for, by the way. Like, Brian and I, our goal is to talk about the decisions that we're making as the business owners, to try to let you guys in on like why we decided to do something or not do something. So that's really what the podcast is about. It's from the perspective of like entrepreneurship. Not like, okay, hey, we brought in this product, but letting you know why we brought the product in, right? That way you guys have an understanding of the direction we're going in. And I think that it's really cool because it kind of humanizes Atlas and it allows you to be a part of like the transparency on why we decided to do something. First, you have to find people in the area who are going to work in a retail setting, so not for that price. Nibsmith, yeah, so their services are pretty expensive, but you charge for the whole add-on service. You could be a premier store for having a whole apprenticeship. I think we already are a premier store, at least in my eyes. Atlas would then need to pay 3 or 4 new employees. I took a tune and smooth class at CA Pen Show. Nice. Snow quilter. I mean, I definitely love the unique idea. I mean, we always try to do unique things. But I think we all might be downplaying how challenging a big initiative like that really is. Not saying it's not possible. I don't know what this is. Somebody put a voice chat in there. Not saying it's not possible, but I just think that it would require a lot logistically. But I love these big ideas. You can always invite a nib worker to come and do a nib grinding class, not having to attach it to your sidewalk or holiday. I think that would be more along the lines that I would want to go in, is like more frequent nibmeisters, nibsmiths here in the shop. Star Phoenix. Yeah, I like that idea. Just more accessibility is really the main thing. And then maybe like, you know, after we're working with someone for quite some time, And if the demand's there, you know, oops, let me put this here. Then potentially we can, you know, move forward with something else. You guys got to realize everything we do here is low key, like trial and error for new initiatives. I mean, we obviously think things through, but we live on the edge where it's like we won't know how something does until we try it. And then if it works, it works. If it doesn't, we tried it. Now we can move on, and then maybe the business is different in a few years where we could try it again. That's the beautiful part about it. I knew these Esterbrookes would hold us back. I'd love a workshop on basic pen care. There's a ton of YouTube videos, but it would be helpful to be able to ask questions in person. Nice. Maybe a partnership where they come more often. Yeah. If you could arrange for once a month, I'm sure it'd be worth it. It was really cool seeing the nib worker. Yeah, you guys really come up with some brilliant ideas, which I really appreciate. That's why the community is so great. It's because like everyone I think has the same passion and just wants the best for everyone, which I think is a really unique thing. I gotta do this one quick. I think that one was Ray. I mean, you guys want me to try to tune your nibs? You'll be receiving pens with nibs that are 90 degrees bent. All right, we got another SD. Oh, that's funny. That is funny. This next one's a broad nib, by the way. Just a live stream, just a Hollywood hour, me trying to fix a nib. You could have a rotating cast once a month in store. I think once a month thing would be cool so we don't have to wait for all the special occasions. I hear ya. Chat is like the Atlas think tank. I agree. I'm not even lying. Like we get the majority of ideas from our wonderful team and the community. The Hollywood nib, TM. Crowdsourcing those big ideas. Hey, it sucks that we recognize it now publicly because my secret's out. We chat live about ideas we're implementing. Now other people are going to know the secret. Hollywood, you're not supposed to use a hammer on the nib. What if I just tuned a whole nib and then I'm like, okay, drop test, and then just drop it straight on the nib again and see if it holds up? That's so funny. All right, next up, I went and grabbed another Kingfisher. So we got a Kingfisher here. Let's triple check the nib. All right, fine nib. You guys are giving me some really awesome ideas that could go south so fast if I start to take matters into my own hands. Sounds like a Hollywood exclusive, 90-degree bent nibs. I'd strictly advertise it. This is a showpiece. Put this on your bookcase. Like I would disclaim, like this pen will not write. Coral. All right, I got a few more Esterbrookes in this chunk, and then I think we got like 2 more at the very end. I added some surprise listings, including some SD besties. 130 on this incredible rock. GZ Coral, that's a big first win because that one had like 25 people trying to claim it. Does the cap not being springy affect the seal at all? No, I don't think so. I mean, maybe. I mean, still going to be super functional, but I don't want to say no because I actually don't know. But some pens don't even have inner caps, so it should still work fine. But you can ask Esterbrook yeah, you can hit up Esterbrook and they'll probably just send you a new piece or a new cap. We got a strike here. I see some of the notes on DL. I asked myself if any of my pens have these issues, and I just ignored it. A lot of times customers, and if this is you, I'm calling you out, they'll just say like the pen's defective, or they'll like say scratchy nib, because A, maybe they're not using the right ink, or they're not using the products correctly, Or B, they're just trying to get like a return label because they don't like the product and they don't want to pay shipping back to us. Don't do that. If you don't like the product, you know, that's low key on you. Not trying to be bogus, but I think some people, what they do is they just mishandle it, or they realize fountain pens aren't for them and they don't really know how it works. So I think sometimes that's what happens. And so like a lot of times when it says scratchy nib, people will get it in the EXP sale and there's like no issues with it. I am currently twirling my Kingfisher. I think there's already been a nib grind that's 90 degrees bent. I think you're talking about the Fude. I think you're talking about the Fude nib. Jelly. All right, now we got two push pistons. This one is the Funky Lake. Oh, I keep forgetting to put it there. Funky Lake, 150. These ones have a slightly higher retail price. First win for Jelly Belly as well. That's super cool. I love seeing new server members win. I have one that isn't springy anymore and it doesn't dry out the cap. It's just fine. How does this work? Yeah, Monica, you got to be in the Discord server. Click the link in the description of this video. Hollywood, for being a Midwest guy, you give very Valley guy vibes. Hey, I'll take that. I try to be a chill dude, you know. Purple. I will say though, we do take or think very highly of the classic Midwest love, you know, like being a Midwesterner. It's all about making sure everyone's taken care of, and especially our guests. You know, if you come into our shop, it's important we hold up our reputation of being a Midwestern shop. This one said stiff blind cap, the back piece, but it unthreads. It's just a little tight. It's the Fude and it's 45 degrees, nice. I have several scratchy nib EXP pens and they're perfect. Is anyone else having trouble seeing the green light? I think it's because the claims are coming in so fast. Right when I post the green light, it shoots up on the screen. Currently riding with my Funky Lake. No, it's not the Fude. It's a grind that's bent forward like a beak. Oh, I actually don't think I know that one. Did we get a feeling for the pricing on the NEXY boxes? $110 to I think $285 and then $1,000. This green one's getting a little bit too much love. Hollywood version will bend the left tie 90 degrees left and the right tie 90 degrees to the right. Now that would be unique. I might have a couple pens that I accidentally did that too. Your team is fantastic. I was having trouble with the new pen I bought. They looked at it and problem solved with me. Awesome. Amy, that's really cool to hear. Our team cares really greatly. Like, I know that's cliche to say as a business, but I promise you our team is very passionate. Ooh, look at how many that was. Purple. And it's really awesome. Our team makes Brian and my life a lot easier where we're able to like handle other business operation things. Whoa, did you just win back-to-back? I think that they just won back-to-back. But the point is, though, it all starts with the fantastic team who cares. And so we can't do what we do without every team member. All right, moving into the Sailor range. This is actually the one that Autumn used in their video. We have a really fun Sailor Sapporo Snow Festival video on YouTube. This is the exact pen that Autumn used, which is really cool. Again, some of these are like stuff that we dipped or we used and we can't sell it as new. It's a Pro Gear Slim. Sailor Pro Gear Slim. I got to type this one out. For some reason, it got deleted somehow. It is a medium fine Retail is going to be $295. $215. I wonder what happened. I don't know why the listing's gone. So the next one, okay, yeah, this one's just gone. Fude or Beak Nose are both bent 45. Sorry guys, shouldn't admit in a public place, but I was at a stoplight and it turned green and I hit claim. I don't condone that at all. I do not condone that. I'm a Midwesterner through and through. Lived in California for 7 years. Did not care for it. I'm a Chicagoan for life. We're very blessed with the big city. Big, wonderful city. I mean, Chicago's special. It truly is. And it's so large that, like, every neighborhood's different. There's so much to explore. Got another sailor. This one I think is called the Season Waka Poetry. This is the spring. Sending big love to the mods. Tanya and Lucas, you guys are great. Yeah, Tanya and Lucas make it happen. So shout out to them as well. Wrong pricing. Hold on, guys. Hang tight. Hang tight. I think there's an issue. I think what happened was something got deleted. Hold on. Give me a second. 450, 300. Hold on. What the heck happened here? Everything got shifted down one. 1 second. Sailor Pro Gear. I'm gonna hit Control Z. You know what? Give me 1 second. Let me copy all these over before I start messing with it. No Chipotle for him today? Hey, chill, chill, chill. Chill. What the heck? All right. I think what happened was something got... Sorry guys, I'm doing some crazy stuff here. 295, 450. All right, I'm gonna have to go on an intermission and fix these pricings. Everything's shifted by one, so we're gonna run one more, and then we'll go back at it. $450, $300. $450, $300 is the price. 450 or 300. Will the boxes be dropped at the end of the live? Yes. I see someone on Discord asking that. Okay, rerun. Any sneak peek for the 1000 NEXY box? Probably not. That would defeat the purpose. Close, don't save, reopen the file. It's a good idea. I added like 4 listings since I printed this document, and I think that's what happened is like I have an auto, like a formula where it auto inputs everything, and I think one thing, like one cell got moved down one, and so everything shifted. Rosella. All right, we're gonna take our intermission now. We are so ahead of schedule. This is fantastic. All right, let me go fix these real quick. There's only, like a handful of pens left, but I'm gonna switch it to our intermission screen. Please, please hang out here for a few more minutes until I get back up and rolling. All right, cheers.
The most interesting man in the world. He once wrote a letter, and it became a bestseller. He sharpens pencils just by looking at them. He never needs to refill his fountain pen. It flows from endless inspiration. His doodles are considered works of art in the stationery world. Once he ran a marathon because it was on the way. The most interesting man in the world. He once wrote a letter, and it became a bestseller. He sharpens pencils just by looking at them. He never needs to refill his fountain pen. It flows from endless inspiration. His doodles are considered works of art in the stationery world. Once he ran a marathon because it was on the way. The most interesting man in the world. He once wrote a letter, and it became a bestseller. He sharpens pencils just by looking at them. He never needs to refill his fountain pen. It flows from endless inspiration. His doodles are considered works of art in the stationery world. Once he ran a marathon because it was on the way. The most interesting man in the world. He once wrote a letter, and it became a bestseller. He sharpens pencils just by looking at them. He never needs to refill his fountain pen. It flows from endless inspiration. His doodles are considered works of art in the stationery world. Once he ran a marathon because it was on the way. The most interesting man in the world. He once wrote a letter, and it became a bestseller. He sharpens pencils just by looking at them. He never needs to refill his fountain pen. It flows from endless inspiration. His doodles are considered works of art in the stationery world. Once he ran a marathon because it was on the way. The most interesting man in the world. He once wrote a letter, and it became a bestseller. He sharpens pencils just by looking at them. He never needs to refill his fountain pen. It flows from endless inspiration. His doodles are considered works of art in the stationery world. Once he ran a marathon because it was on the way. The most interesting man in the world. He once wrote a letter, and it became a bestseller. He sharpens pencils just by looking at them. He never needs to refill his fountain pen. It flows from endless inspiration. His doodles are considered works of art in the stationery world. Once he ran a marathon because it was on the way. The most interesting man in the world. He once wrote a letter, and it became a bestseller. He sharpens pencils just by looking at them. He never needs to...
Yo, and we are back. All right, you know what's so funny? I was looking over all the listings, and it was only the two that got mixed up. And so, of course, I went to the intermission because I didn't want to try to digest and fix a problem live. But then the second I went to intermission, I was like, wait a minute. Everything else from here on out is perfect. So I don't know what happened, but we're more than halfway through the sale, so it was probably good to take a breather there. All right, let's get back into it. We are going to get back into the swing of things here. So thank you for your patience, by the way, guys. The chat, boom. Debbie, okay, so how does this work? When Hollywood Press hits rerun, what happens? So it's because there was a strike. So when there's a strike, that means somebody early claimed, and then I gotta rerun the listing because you gotta wait for the green light. Yeah, that was so weird though. All right, we all ready though? We're back. So right now we're on listing number, what number is that? 26. 27, we're on 27. So we're on prosperity. One second, getting my windows in order. Boom. Someone was asking about when the NEXY boxes drop. Yeah, that'll be near the end here. So I got to submit the link. I'll drop the link in the Discord so everyone can camp on it. And then what will happen is we'll activate it live when I give the green light, and then you go buy it through our website. Glad it wasn't too complicated. Thank you. It actually, like, of course, there was no other issue. So that was on me. Maybe I just get tired of looking at all the different Excel sheet cells. You know what I mean? Whoa, no claimers. What? Pricing is wrong, I think. Wait, what? Hold on, hold on. Hold on. Let me do some quick searching. I'm wondering if I put the wrong price on one of them. So this one here retails at $340. What happened? Strike 4. Hold on, you guys are gonna see live Hollywood problem solve. Why is this happening here? So prosperity. All right, I'm just gonna have to edit it live. Okay, whatever. I don't know, something's wrong with Excel. 340, 225. This has never happened to me, so if you're new here, I swear. Too many strikes, we'll have him roll it over to Brian. So what I do, to give you guys a background, what I do is I use a formula paster. So like I use all these different cells. They automatically go into a listing. Whatever I type in as each entry in each cell, like the brand, the name, the defect, the pricing, what happens is I basically have it auto create the listing, but one of the cells is off by 1, and I'm not sure why. Because like when I'm looking at this, the formula is shifting up only 1 cell. And so now all of them are shifted up by 1 price. So I don't know why that happened, but it's weird. Oh well, entertaining to say the least. So I'll just edit each price. Japanese tea ceremony, $350, $225. Yeah, each pricing got listed up. And admittingly, I don't want to try to fix it, because when I try to fix certain things, especially while we're live streaming, I would hate if I did something super crazy, like accidentally deleted all the listings. So we're just gonna roll with it. I'll just manually update each one. All right, next up we got the tea ceremony. Can you just insert cell, move down? I could, but I don't want to mess with it. I got so much on my computer, like the OBS live stream, the Discord chat, the YouTube stream, the chat, the Excel. We're just gonna let it roll. But I'll manually update the items to reflect what's on the list. You guys low key, I know it's still, I shouldn't say this, but we have not had like any major EXP issues like the last like 7 months. So this is like the first little curveball that we were thrown. Next up we have the Sailor Silent. $690, $450. So that one's right. Maybe it'll balance out. Again, maybe one cell got deleted or something or flipped. So we'll see. All right, but I'll be sure to fix it. Back to Excel boot camp for you. Mercury retrograde strikes. Please take the live stream off intermission, or is that just me? Robert, you need to probably fast forward, like hit the live button so you go forward. Your formula is feeding off the wrong cell. Yeah, that's definitely what's going on. I agree. And the last few before there were mic issues. See, that was tech issues. This one's probably a skill issue. So yeah. I love how I went to intermission, said the problem's fixed, and then I came right back. And the problem was not fixed. Oh, that actually cracks me up. All right, next up we got the rainbow one. This is like the Sailor Silent, but with that like rainbow finish. It's called the colored stainless. You can't really see it, but it's definitely more, it's like iridescent. It's dark rainbow. Like imagine like a flame blue. You used delete instead of clear contents and the formula went off. Yeah, I think what happened is I accidentally deleted a cell when I went to copy and paste. And what's going on is I'm keeping track of the Excel sheet, trying to copy it all over into Discord. But I must have accidentally hit delete like in the Discord chat box, but I might have actually still been in the cell of Excel. So I'm assuming that's what happened, and then it just deleted the listing and everything moved. And jump. Whatever, we're back. It just adds to the entertainment value. Next up, we have Diplomat Arrow Flame. If you guys didn't see me struggle on a live stream, you wouldn't enjoy the content. Let's just be honest. 400, 215. Yeah, now it seems like it balanced back out. Tanya, you're waiting for that arrow, right? Next month, just clone the spreadsheet and work off the clone. That's what I do. This model is actually the same exact Excel sheet from, like I just had a new tab, but I copied it all over from like the last 2 years. It must have just been something that I did live, would be my guess. A non-struggling Mr. Wood would seem like AI. I know, my pain is your guys' happiness. Let's be honest. Alrighty, next up we got a heavy hitter. Oh no, I really wanted that one. Oh wait, we just did that one. We got the Year of the Dragon, Montegrappa. This one is retailing at $13.50. We're gonna offer it at $6. All businesses are run through an old spreadsheet that's been cloned a bajillion times. I know, it's just low-key easier that way. Oh, this is a fine one. I got one at the past EXP. It's sick. Yeah, this one's sweet. Yeah, I mean Excel is so weird. So it is like the most basic application that you can have on a computer, but with how in-depth it can go and how unique and constructive it can be, it's so wild. It is so wild to me. Like it just is, it's a never-ending like platform where you can discover new uses for it. And I just use it for very basic reasons like Excel tables and then one formula, you know, to copy and paste. But like, it's crazy. The sorting feature on there is just so wild. I actually use Excel for like everything I do here. This one was just added, the Narwhal Eclipse, Ruby. This one matches my shirt really well. As an accountant project manager, I love Excel so much. I know, it's so powerful. I would be all over the purple one. Oh yeah, the purple, You're the Dragon. Every time someone touches one of my spreadsheets, I'm like, did you touch my sheet? Well, let's restock the Sailor X Yumiue. I don't know, to be honest. I don't know. Oh, Michael, uh-oh. Excel is so powerful that it can cause issues. I agree. Shame. Dang, that's crazy. Getting shamed by a moderator in the EXP cell is crazy work. That's crazy. So that was a fun little saga. You guys, every EXP sale, I swear there's like a tangent that just is exciting. So this one was the Excel tangent and the Nibsmith tangent. You never know what we're gonna talk about. That's the beauty of the live streams. All right, next up we got the brown marble Pelican M200. This one, reports of tight tines. Okay, okay. Michael, there you go. I'm glad you got one after that shameful strike. Another newly added one is the Pelican M800 in blue stripes. Retail $925, we're asking $650. Oh, these weren't in the spreadsheet. Surprise. Robert. Yeah, I had some open slots, so I decided to add a few more. All right, moving on to the last row here. We've got a Visconti Lavender Isle. This is a part of the Voyage collection. This was a unique model that we did a little while ago, an exclusive that you can no longer find at Atlas. This is like the last of it. Rerun. I need Pelican to make more pretty colors in the M800. I agree with that. How have the Visconti Mythos Hades been doing? Very good. The Mythos is a very strong collection for Visconti. It's not doing as well as some of the other ones. Like the Poseidon absolutely rocked. The Aphrodite rocked. That orange one didn't do as well. What was the purple one? What was the purple one that came out? Wait. Oh, what the heck? That was weird. That was weird. I could have sworn that was a strike. Hold on, guys. We got to review this. Like, the stream's showing that it's good, but I could have sworn that this was a strike, but maybe like the latency, like, I don't know. All right, we'll reward it. We'll award it. GZ, that was so crazy. I don't know. That's why I started talking, because I was waiting for Tanya to write up the strike. But yeah, that was weird. That was so weird. Unless Tanya and I glitched at the same time. All right, moving forward. This one is a Crystal Dreams. This EXP sale has been funky. Guys, this has been a really funky EXP sale. But funky is good. That's what we want. We want funky. Persephone. Which one's Persephone? That is the pink one, right? That's the one that did really well. Just review the YouTube feed, no strike, perfect, thank you. No strike it is then. Backseat refs here are saying it's good, beautiful. Any ETA of the restock of the narwhal? No, I don't know, I'm not sure. Those were really limited. I actually don't even know if we're getting any more. Maybe. Any of you guys planning to attend the Lamy Build Your Own event, Build Your Own Safari? Any takers at 750? I will swing through and build a safari. Nice. I see Persephone is purple and Aphrodite is pink. Yeah, Aphrodite is pink. That's right. I'm planning to attend the Build Your Own Safari event. All right, I'm going to skip. Actually, I'm not going to skip because this is same pen, same nib, but different little defect. Maybe somebody is willing to go with this defect. Oh, Nancy claimed. All right, well, we'll get through this listing and then we'll see what happens. I thought I already attended the Lamy. Eric, you got the wrong month. You came on February 13th, and I got to put you on blast for that. But it was nice to see you anyways. You came for the Lamy, Lamy didn't show up. Yeah, I've seen people come in on the wrong day of the week, but I've never seen anyone come in a whole month early. Like, got the event wrong, it was a whole month early. Hold on, we're gonna let Nancy type because they did hit claim. All right, Nancy's in for the first one. All right, 750. All righty, moving on. Visconti Van Gogh. Wait, I've been saying Lamy wrong. It rhymes with mommy. If nobody bids, do they end up in the NEXY boxes? Maybe. You never know. That's so funny. It rhymes with mommy. I never thought of it that way, but yeah, you're right. Guys, we're at 4,987 server members now. We picked up like 100 in the last day. And all I gotta say is thank you for being here. And we're gonna hit 5K soon. 5,000 in the server, guys. That's crazy. All right, next up, we have another Mythos. This was the one we were talking about. Or another, sorry, this is the first Mythos, the first of two. Oh, come on. Come on. There we go. It's the Aphrodite. All right, what else we got here? We'll need a giveaway when 5K rolls. No one is going to tell me why the Visconti is baby's bottom nib. Why or what it is? Are you asking like why it has it or what is it? If you're asking why, it's because it was over polished. The nib was over polished. Violet. All right, now we got the Poseidon. How funny, the two most popular ones that I've said. Poseidon. I really want to add a Crystal Dreams. I really want a Crystal Dreams to add. I really love my BA and I love my EF nibs. I could even go for extra fine. Lucas posted a good description yesterday about Baby's Bottom. Yes. Yeah, basically it's when the nib is over polished and so the middle of the nib is not touching the paper. Laura. Next up, we got a Pilot Custom 743. Reports of nib skippage. This one is a soft, fine medium. It's hard to see in the pic, but the resin is beautifully complex on the Poseidon. I agree, and it's a matte finish, which is really neat, not glossy. Yeah, Deborah, that's a good description. It's basically the two tines are over polished, so the center in between them is not touching the paper. It resembles a bottom. All right, now we've got the 823. Got the 823. The 823 is slightly higher price because it has the vacuum filling system. I gotta take a photo of it. Oops. I have not had the misfortune of experiencing that. I finally got a claim. Some of you have upped your internet connection. Nice. GZ. GZ. I've never gotten a claim on these yet. JR. Vanishing Point Stripes. This pen is sick. This is a sick pen for sure. Reports of nib skip. I mean, I don't know. Hi guys, I don't know. 3 pilots in a row with nib skip reporting. I just don't know if I buy it, if I'm being honest with you. Grando jumping in. I don't know if Grando has one yet. Don't blink. What is S-nib stub? Find the easiest claims are for ballpoints and rollerballs? Yes, because no one else claims those. I'm gonna call my internet provider and ask why I pay so much. You should call your internet provider and let them know that your internet is holding you back from the Atlas Stationers Experience pen sale, and they'll be like, what is that? And if they don't know what it is, shame on them. Ellen. All right, we got one more Vanishing Point, and then we got 2 surprise pens left before the NEXY boxes. Yes, Ellen, I love that you're so happy. That is exactly what I'm going to say, Hollywood, and then I'll props cry for dramatic effect. You'll probably get a discount. You'll get a discount. You say, I know Hollywood directly. They're going to be like, you know Hollywood, like the industry? Like in Los Angeles? Ooh, that was a lot. Megan. All right, surprise listings. SD Bestie. This one is the purple one. Sugar Plum, 150. Oh, I wanted that VP so bad. Sorry, competition's tight. Surprise pens. Let's see who's going to play ball here and go for the surprise. Ooh, a lot of people are after this one. All right, we're going to rerun it. Rerun. All right, this is going to be a lot of people. A lot. I'm going to predict like 15. Oh. We're going to be here a while. We are going to be here for a while. Rerun. Got my Chipotle. Don't rub it in. Don't you dare rub it in. Actually, we're going out to lunch with Salvatore and Clarissa with Leonardo today. No, we're not taking them to Chipotle. 100% Google Fiber is not working today. Violet getting a violet pen sounds like fate. Hello, my internet out here in the country is my issue. That's exactly what I'm going to say. Oh, okay, I saw that. Several people are typing after Hollywood says Esty. It's so funny to me. I am one of them. 15 strikes? No, I meant claimers. All right, rerun. Tell me about the strike part. Guys, I'm just going to throw the dot in there. Oh my gosh, how many was that? That was an insane amount. Noki. All right, we got one last pen. Of course, it's its companion, the Sugar Bubble Gum. Is that what it's called? Bubblegum Pink. I didn't even get to the, I didn't even post the description. Yeah, all those strikes, so I have more chances. Qdoba, I do like Qdoba. There's actually one right outside my neighborhood. I was looking at getting another VP, so I'm happy. Hollywood, did you say you were messaging someone different today, not you? Yes, you're going to be messaging info@Atlas. I'll have them I'll have our team type out like who they are in the chat. Basically, I'll have them comment. I'll have them comment saying like message here. All right, rerun. Maybe adding these 2 pens was a bad idea. I don't think I can add stuff now because you guys can't handle nice things. Could have sold anything claimed before the pick. Yeah, I should have said this pen, $5,000. They're the top of the sidebar. Yeah, so they're labeled as a moderator, so you can find them in green on the top sidebar. What makes Esty so popular? The appearance, yes. The color variations, the performance, the size. And to get a really high quality piece that's just good all around for a sale price of $175, it's just a really good value in today's market. Green dot is slow today. It's more so on these really popular ones. I'm trying to give people a chance to type and claim. Where's my M809 Broad Edition? Did I say there was one in here? Nope. I think there was one in the last EXP sale. All right, Lefty, no worries. You just got to sit this one out, sadly. Thank you for the in-depth explanation, but it's not a gold nib. No, but just because it's not a gold nib doesn't mean it's a bad pen. All right, rerunning this. Rerun. Oh. What are we doing? What are we doing? Guys, it's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay. If this gets 2 more strikes, I'm pulling it from the listing. Wait for the green dot. I know, we're all anxious. Adrenaline's pumping. We really want this pen. Hollywood brought out the Godfather voice. I want Chipotle now. Are they rubbing this in my face? I think this person was just sabotaging me. Low key. I think they were sabotaging me. I'm safe from the bestie release, just observing the chaos. You can't just add surprise esties. I know, this was a learning lesson for sure. There you go, I did it quickly. Oh my gosh, how many? Laura had a big day. All right, so next up, let me get the link ready. All right, next up I have one $10 box. All right, so I'm gonna show you what the $110 box looks like, and then we're gonna sell one here, and then I'll launch the rest. So not all the boxes will obviously look like this. All right, so this one, ooh, a Twisby. Oh, I just threw the silicone grease. A Twisby. Here, you know what? Let me switch this camera here. Okay, a Twisby. This is the white with rose gold. We have a Blackwing recipe card set. This is a Uniball Zento 0.7 lavender. Ooh, a Hobonichi item. This is crazy. It's actually got the Hobonichi refill in there. Let me actually close up this. Let me close this up. A Van Diemen's ink. This is a Diamine ink. I don't know which one this is though. It doesn't have a label. It's a Forever ink with no label. No idea, mystery ink. Then we have a stamp set. This is from Hitotoki. This is a clear stamp set, and that's it. So this one is going to go for $110. Let me get everything all nice so I can take a photo. All right, let me get a photo. All right. Here we go. We are going to switch this back. All right. Let me move it more. Well, you're not even going to be able to see it. But yeah. All right. Are all 110 boxes the same? No. All boxes are different. Hobonichi, it's great. This is representative of what a 110 box can contain. I like that. I like that. I'm going to steal that. Okay. Atlas, NEXY box, a retail price, not available, sale price. I don't want to calculate the retail price, but I mean, I imagine it's, I don't know, I imagine it's, I guess I'm going to calculate it, 60, 120. I'm going to guess it's like 180 bucks. What is the value of the $1,000 box? Over 2K. I'm going to stay strong and not big because I spent too much at the California Pen Show. Checks Atlas for other pink pens. Maybe do themed boxes in the future, like guy boxes. We can, no such thing as guy boxes. Whoa, okay, we got a disagreement here. Yeah, we'll look to try to theme them. The problem is like the themed ones will work better if I sell them individually on the Discord server rather than like, you know, what if I make an all pink box and somebody who buys it, you know, in the mass release and they don't like pink, you know what I mean? So I would probably like do the themed ones here in the server. All right, who was that? B. GZ. All right, let me get all this stuff back in here. This was a good box. All right. This is the 285. All right, let's see. Let's see how you guys like this one. This one's definitely a little beefier. All right. We have some black liner permanent markers from Molotov. I think it's actually pronounced Molotov. I think. Narwhal mango sorbet. I know a lot of boxes will have this ink. Lennon toolbar peeled chili pepper. Cool. A Leuchtturm 1917 Dreifigel. No idea how to pronounce that. This one stumps me every time. That's a ballpoint. A pack of Halloween trick-or-treat cards. Very cool. A Leuchtturm 1917 notebook. This one is the one of the newer ones, the 411 pages, so it's thick. And then we have a Visconti Mythos Rollerball. This pen's like 200 bucks on its own, I'm pretty sure. And then lastly, we have an Esterbrook Niblet. This is like $175 on its own. This one is blue. So, I mean, in the two pens alone, like 150, 200, that's 350. The inks are like 15, 20 bucks a pop. I'd say it's like a $425 value. Was that a Niblet box? Yes. I think the VP is going to be my only pen purchase until I go to the Stationery Fest in San Francisco. Very cool. Oh, this is also like, I don't know how much this is. Someone want to look it up? I think it's like 40 bucks. Yeah, this is actually a really high value box. I'm going to uncap. I'm going to uncap the roller box. I know some of you guys will be like, whoa, that's not a fountain pen. I get it. I get it. All right, let me take a photo of this. All right, here we go. 38 bucks, nice. Good luck. Ay. They didn't even, oh, Les Violet, unless you're watching the live stream, you wouldn't have even known what was in the box. Like, I'm wondering if you just blindly claimed. If so, I could have thrown literally anything in there. Rollerballs and ballpoints need love too. I agree. They can't help. They were not born fountain pens. I have the blue version of the ballpoint. It's not very nice. Aye, lefty again. That's 4 in one day, might be the record. My favorite NEXY box was that pilot box. Very cool. Don't feel discouraged, lefty mom. It's all good. It happens. Please ask Hollywood to add a Chipotle box. All right, to get all right, here we go. This is the link. I'm going to go talk to Brian. We're going to get this listed right now. We're going to take a little intermission. We're going to be back in a few. I need to prepare the listings. I dropped the link in the Discord chat so that way you can camp on the website. All right? So hang tight. We're going to get everything ready.
The most interesting man in the world. He once wrote a letter, and it became a bestseller. He sharpens pencils just by looking at them. He never needs to refill his fountain pen. It flows from endless inspiration. His doodles are considered works of art in the stationery world. Once he ran a marathon because it was on the way. The most interesting man in the world. He once wrote a letter, and it became a bestseller. He sharpens pencils just by looking at them. He never needs to refill his fountain pen. It flows from endless inspiration. His doodles are considered works of art in the stationery world. Once he ran a marathon because it was on the way. The most interesting man in the world. He once wrote a letter, and it became a bestseller. He sharpens pencils just by looking at them. He never needs to refill his fountain pen. It flows from endless inspiration. His doodles are considered works of art in the stationery world. Once he ran a marathon because it was on the way. The most interesting man in the world. He once wrote a letter, and it became a bestseller. He sharpens pencils just by looking at them. He never needs to refill his fountain pen. It flows from endless inspiration. His doodles are considered works of art in the stationery world. Once he ran a marathon because it was on the way.
All right, and we are back. We are back. I'm going to drop the link again. So how this is going to work is I am going to let you know once the inventory is live, and then you just need to refresh. All right, so I'm gonna let you guys know once the inventory is live, then refresh your page so that way it updates. There's going to be $110 boxes, $285 boxes, and $1,000 boxes. Are you guys ready, YouTube? Are you ready? I want to make sure people have ample time. You guys are always so nosy. How many of each? Secret. Secret. It's a secret. So you're going to buy these directly through our website. Okay? React to this message if you are ready. React. Ready, ready. Who did the voiceover for this? The narration cracks me up each time. Is there like guac extra we can add to our boxes? What if Brian secretly adds a box with your bird in it? That's so messed up. That was such a messed up comment. My husband is tired of seeing Atlas boxes coming through. He'll never know. Okay. Here we go. I'm going to drop the green light once it's ready. Good luck all. The suspense. The suspense. My gosh, I'm anxious for you guys. I'm anxious for you guys. Okay. Let me get the green light emoji ready. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. There you go. Buy on the website. You got to buy on the website, not through here. Buy on the website. Okay. Good luck, good luck, good luck. They're rolling in. All right, let's see. That was close. I almost bought one. The $1,000 box has been purchased. One of the $1,000 boxes have been purchased. Hopefully, whoever purchased that $1,000 box will post in the Discord server what they got. Wow. This happened fast. Congrats to those who have gotten it. There's still a couple 110, 285s left. 110, 285s left. Let me see. I think they're close to being gone already. 110 is sold out. 110 is sold out, yes. Yeah, 110 is already sold out. Okay, okay. I think there's only a few. Oh, it's gone. Done. Done. I think that was less than 2 minutes. Or 3 minutes. Insane, guys. Insane. There was only one 1,000 box. All right. Wow, look at this. The 110 box sold out in 1 minute and 14 seconds. The 285 box sold out in 1 minute 44 seconds, and the $1,000 box sold out in 40 seconds. Wow. Message info@Atlas. They will send you an invoice. I'll send you an invoice where you pay on our website. Wow, that's crazy. I just can't believe that. That is just insane. Wow. Just insane. 750 is probably my sweet spot. 1K would make me feel guilty. Hey, wait, real quick. Let me link our podcast. You guys should all go watch our podcast right now. One love all. Stay smooth. All right, YouTube. I think that's going to do it. Thank you so much for a wonderful EXP sale. A little hiccup with the pricing, but that just made it more exciting. Finished in legit 2 hours. I mean, this has been just a really good amount of time for an EXP sale. So we're going to try to follow this model of about 50 pens, NEXY Boxes, and then also share a few announcements and whatnot. But thank you so much for being here. Please subscribe if you enjoyed today's content. We've got a lot more videos to be posted, a lot more EXP sales to be held, and we hope we see you in one of our in-store events coming up throughout the month of March, but starting tomorrow with the Leonardo event. You guys, thank you so much. Y'all know the drill. Stay smooth. Peace.